I've thought a lot about the management question. I was the project director of the Matchbox Project, and you were the museum director, and other people had other responsibilities. But my, quote, staff also had museum responsibilities that were outside of, quote, my staff. And my overall sense was that we had a great deal of freedom, and that we had a great deal of free interaction. I've never, except at home with my parents, really worked in too hierarchical systems. But when I worked for the Air Force, it wasn't a top-down kind of thing, but it was still, you know, you were expected to get this done and this done. But working at the museum there was a lot of freedom, and to some extent that also meant a lot of uncertainty and a certain amount of confusion. But we were encouraged to be innovative, to explore, and it was absolutely a rich environment. As I said at the outset, to me, best job I ever had. And I remember telling you that. I remember being down near the front desk and saying to you, Mike, I can't tell you how happy I am to be working here. And I know that other people, if they felt the same thing, it was exciting and stimulating. There's one but, or a couple of small buts here. One thing I don't remember was that we had any kind of explicit terminology for your management style. So maybe that's evolved by now, and maybe there are names for that, etc. And one can lay out the specifics, but it was a very distinct style. It was free and open, and it led to all the creativity. But I at least don't remember having terminology with which to approach you and say, Mike, you're making the classic paragraph 14 management error here, to which you might have said, oh no, not 14 again. See, so we didn't have a way of talking about what we were doing or how we were doing it. But it was still good, and it was still very rich, and it was still very diverse.